So, at the end of February 2026, I decided to go to Amsterdam. Why? Because I wanted to see one of my favorite bands, Brothers of Metal, live. And that was the closest area to where I live. So I'm gonna take you on a journey to Amsterdam. Not just any journey. And of course we visited a few other places and stuff that I want to show you. Now, normally I would have taken the car and drove all the way over there. It's about a 3-hour drive. But I decided to take the train, because the train would have also taken 3-hour drive. The price would have been the same as fuel. So when you calculate the wear and tear on the car, the tires, and finding a parking spot which is ridiculously expensive in Amsterdam, a train would only cost me half the price. So yeah, so let's see how that went. It was very early in the morning when I left, that I could tell you. Then arriving in Brussels South, I noticed the train that I used from the Netherlands had been cancelled for some reason. Well, I went to the toilet over there, and this is how the toilets look over there. Some slut looking at me and some little know-how facts. Nice. So, I got on board of the Dutch train. It was strange seating. I was sitting sideways. That was, well, new to me. So right now, I've been on the road for 1.5 hours, arriving in Antwerp and just standing still, not moving, because there was a problem on the Dutch railroad. Yeah, fun. Then we arrived in Rotterdam and we had to find another train. I had to find another train because, yeah, the connecting train disappeared. So I finally arrived in Amsterdam. A 3-hour ride would have cost me almost 6 hours due to problems on the Dutch railways. This is what you get when you privatize everything. It sucks. But okay, we made it, and yay, the weather. Rain, wind, stormy weather. I did check before I left how the weather would be, and it was 50-50. 50 chance of sunny and 50 chance of this. Clearly the storm won. So as you can see, lots of boats. It's logic. Near the North Sea, lots of channels. And in the background you can already see something. Yes, an old ship and an old building of the VOC, also known as the East India Trading Company. So hot. So hut 314 will be my place in Pension Homeland. Small room. My main phone is already charging, wasted a lot of battery life. So we got a view, period. We got something of a drawing, simple bed, nightlight, a chair that should be a cupboard, but okay. My backpack with, of course, the Viking flag. A picture of what breakfast can be. Well, if you're going to decorate, why not make it commercial? Small desk, small TV, something to hang your coat. And then we got, of course, toilet, shower. It's going to be very wet because there's no extra thingy to block it, but okay, whatever. So, just a small room. It's only for one night. You have everything you need. I did close the window. It was a bit chilly, but the air is good. doesn't smell, and okay, why not? Okay, so I just wanted to film the elevator. Just a simple elevator, but it goes slowly, so very slowly. Are the stairs faster? Well, duh. More healthy? Yep. But I've already been sprinting too much, so just taking a breather. I wouldn't advise too many people in here. Maximum load 400 kilos. I would not risk that. And we're arriving at the main reception. There was a very friendly but over talkative lady, but she was friendly. It's okay. Almost there. Ta-da! So what we see here is a ship called the Amsterdam in Amsterdam. It was rebuilt in 1985, and it's actually based upon a ship from the 1700s. So it's an exact replica. The original ship sank during a storm between the Netherlands and England. So in the channel it sank. And when it's low tide, you can see some parts of it sticking out still. It looks nice, but not as big as I thought. In movies it looks a bit bigger, but maybe when I'm on board it will look bigger. When you look at the front, you see a lion. I like it. The Dutch, so those in the Netherlands and later on the Flemish, have always used a lion as their spiritual animal. I'll call it like that. So let's have a look on board. And those are some tiny beds. I would not fit in. And I'm just 1.80 meters. And the ship is in the water and it's still moving. So I'm at the front of the ship. Little cannon, of course. The funny thing, see this hole here in the front? There's one over there as well. It's where the sailors went to go to the toilet. Doesn't look like an ideal place to me, because you could slip to the front or... Yeah, well... Things are going to move towards your feet. Really, really small room. Really need to be short. How strange. front hull of the ship. So I arrived at Melkweg, the place where it should start. Melkweg is the Dutch word for Milky Way. Now, one thing that I didn't like about this venue was you had to stand in line outside in the rain and the wind, and believe me, I was there for an hour and 10 in advance, and there were still 30 people in front of me, or 30, 40, and a lot of people behind me. At one point I couldn't see the end of the line, so many people wanted to see the show, of course. Also, I'm going to show you a clip of the supporting act, which I personally really liked. Now, it's always a gamble when supporting acts come, but this one, Moonlight Haze, Italian band, was pretty good. It was fun, so let me know what you think about this band. Brothers of Metal, one band, 8 members, 3 singers. These are short clips that I took from their live stream because on my phone the sound was a bit disturbed because of the high intensity of bass and stuff. So I had to take it from their stream. So this video will probably not be monetized, but so this is just so you have an idea of how awesome this was.
we are true metal warriors, and this is Finland Winter. There stands an ash called Yggdrasil, a mighty tree showered in white hail. From there come the dews that fall in the valleys, and it stands evergreen above earth's well. From there come maidens, very wise, 3 from the lake that lies beneath the pole. One is called Erd, and she's the weaver of fate. Another, Verdandi, who's forever present. School is the third, and the future lives within her. Together, they carve into the tree the lives and destinies of children, not gods. To them, the all-knowing, we pay our dues today. Amsterdam, we bring you the best song in the world. Keep your lights lit. This is Yggdrasil.
Yesterday has gone down under. The battlefield awaits my soul. Let me hear you. Lord, guide me through my battles. Lead me home to ask. The victorious will rise to the glory of the
That was an amazing concert, people. Oh my god. It was really amazing. The sound was good. The voices were good and clear. Lots of fun. Crowd participation. It was just amazing. It was nice. And it only costed 32 euros to see 8 members of one band and then Moonlight, Haze. It was a good value for its money. Sadly, there was no VIP. Otherwise, I always go for the VIP just to have a quick meet and greet, some pictures, just making the moment special. I did buy a lot of merch, of course. You support your favorite band, you buy their merch. It's as simple as that. Now, overall, the trip to Amsterdam, well, yeah, okay, traveling by train is always an adventure. It happens. It could be fun, could be a little bit challenging, but we got there and we got back. The road back with the train was good, no delays. Okay, it started with that train's cancelled. Oh wait, there's another one. So in the end, I lost maybe 6-7 minutes, so that's nothing on a 3-hour drive. So that was good. The trains were good. They're clean. You could sit down. The airco was working. Very important. But Amsterdam itself, okay, where I stayed, as mentioned, it was expensive for what you got because you pay for the city, not for the place you rent. It's as simple as that. Amsterdam itself, I really did not like it. Lots of criminals dealing drugs publicly, not just weed, which you could buy in our coffee shops, but other drugs. You could see criminals have taken over Amsterdam and they rule things. Also, the smell of weed was everywhere, no matter where you went. I did eat something. I actually forgot what I oh no, I remember what I ate. There were so many nice places where you could eat, but in the end you had to reserve, and I wasn't sure about the timing, and yeah, well, bad luck. So I just went to a pizzeria on a side street, which looked good, and pizza was okay, price was fair, no complaints at all, so I had a good meal. But Amsterdam, no. If there is another concert venue in Amsterdam, I'm not sure if I will go. There are many other cities in the world. In the Netherlands, I visited a few. Actually, I'm hoping they would come more to Belgium. These bands, but well, metal bands, they're limited promoters for that for some reason. Yeah, okay, media. I'm not going to go deeper into that. All I'm gonna say is, Brothers of Metal, if you have a chance to see them and you like Viking music, you like modern day Viking music, some power metal or some just great singing, some great interaction, you have to go see them. They're amazing. Also, again, Moonlight, Haze, shout out. Amazing band. I hope I see them again one day. And that's it. So starting the year with an amazing concert. Looking forward to the next one. Not sure which band is going to be next on my list. But I'm going to go into further detail on that in the next blog. So that's it for me. And keep on rocking.